Rodney spent the night sitting in the waiting room at Oxford Clinic in New Orleans on a Saturday night, I might add. What a fun night. But anyway, we were always, the three of us, for I guess close to 20 years, we always celebrated one another's birthdays. Our birthdays all fall within about a 45-day period. And so when it came time for Joe's birthday, we always asked each other where they wanted to go, and so we made the reservations at their favorite restaurant. Joe told me where he wanted to have his birthday, and so we had reservations at Gabriella's. Well, as it was getting closer, because you know we were in those 21 days that we didn't really know about, so we had reservations at Gabriella's, and Rodney called me a few days before, and he said, "Darling, Joe's not going to be able to go." So I said, "Okay, so what are we going to do? Because we're still going to celebrate his birthday." He said, "Well, I'll check with him and I'll let you know." So he did, and he told me what Joe wanted, and I went and got food and brought it to the house, and balloons and the whole bit. And so Joe had 15 minutes that he could come in and spend with us. And he never took a bite of food that night. But he said, as gracious as Joe always was, you know, just one of the sweetest, kindest individuals anybody ever could have possibly known. And as Rodney said, everybody loved Joe. People don't always love Rodney, they don't always love me. But everybody always loved Joe. I mean, he never did anything that caused people to dislike him. Ever, ever, ever. As long as I knew him. But anyway, so we, in their fabulous, beautiful home at the Breakers, we sat and visited for 15 minutes, which turned out to be the last time I saw Joe. But, just so all of you know, Joe never lost his thought process, his ability to be kind. Just a few days later, dated September the 12th, I probably can't read this and get through it, but the gist of it is, "My dearest Margaret, thank you so much for the birthday party. As always, everything was wonderful." Now, you know, it wasn't wonderful for Joe that night, but Joe never let anybody know how he felt. He said, "I also love my new stationery. Thank you so much. I love you, Joe." Now that was dated September the 12th. We all know what happened in just a few days. But I just wanted you all to know Joe was an absolutely amazing, amazing person. And he and Rodney have been just such great friends, and it's really, I may be one of the few people here who's not a family member, but I can just tell you, it has been a really, really tough year for Rodney. I have spent lots of time with him. I've witnessed what he has gone through, and he puts on a brave front to all of you all and to all of us. But it has been an absolute struggle. My prayer is that after today, hopefully there has been a release for him. And I want all of you all to keep him close in your prayers and in your hearts, because I don't guess there was a love any greater than what he and Joe had. 37 years. Not many folks can ever say that in a lifetime, that they spent 37 wonderful years with the person. So I just thank you all for allowing me to be here today. And I thank you for the opportunity that I got to know Joe. And I'll always love him as well as Rodney. And Rodney and I have a great time today. Every day we do. We talk many, many times a week, and he's absolutely wonderful. And one of the things that he has said to me, and I just want to tell you all this, he's been so appreciative that you all have kept him as a member of your family, of Joe's family. He has told me how appreciative and grateful he is, because he said, you know, they could have dropped me. And I said, no, they would have never dropped you, because you've been a part of their family for all these many years, and you love Joe, and they love you. So thank you all for letting me be here. Thank you so much.
Tell the story of the intro for Margaret. I went to the front desk last night and I said, now, somewhere between 6 and 7, there's going to be a big, red, brand new Lexus whip up in the porte cochere. Now, the lady will sit in the car for a little while to wait for the valet to come. But eventually she'll realize that the Best Western doesn't have a valet. And she'll come in and check in. But she's going to be platinum blonde, she's going to be gorgeous, and she's going to be jeweled appropriately. You always are, Margaret. You're just a sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, listen guys, we're going to put the music back on. The slideshow's going to keep going. There's still more food, so dinner's coming. So stick in for it, okay? Thanks. Appreciate it.
Away from the buffet. We keep Chris away, then we might get to eat him.
Yeah. We just hope he doesn't eat right out there.
You didn't see it when he did?
I did. Wasn't the first time either.